Very much so. Jeremy Lambert is here. How are you doing this morning?
I gotta hang out with you, so that kind of sucks.
It's not a bad way to spend your morning, is it?
That's awful. And I've not only spent my morning like this, spent yesterday with you, spent Thursday with you. Yeah.
Apparently, there's no audio.
Oh, that's fun.
Let's fix that up. How's there no audio? It's funny because this is.
Do I have no audio?
On the fly.
Yeah, this is. One sec. Try and fix this. First of all, we're gonna record that.
Messages from my wife.
Like
no sound. There it is. It's a bit robotic.
Oh, is it now? It's crackling audio? How are we doing now?
Let me mute this. I don't know if that's gonna change anything.
We're gonna see. How's this? Yeah, we're getting crackling. This is the library, baby. This is what you get. How are we doing now? How does that sound?
Hello?
I hear everyone.
But do they hear us?
Do they hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? I can also just. It's like a buzzing sound. They're saying. That's perfect.
Crackling.
Crackling.
Oh, sorry. That's just me, guys.
That's just you. Okay, still robotic. One sec.
Only Joel sounds crunchy.
Only Joel. Well, I mean, I'm the only one talking. How are we doing now? Is this any better? How is that? Can you hear us? Is it the best sound you've ever heard?
Whoever else just talked sounded normal. I think that was Zach.
Oh, I sound normal. I don't
Zach
hear that
sounds
often.
normal? My
That's
God.
a new one.
That's a Canadian accent, baby. That's.
Oh, Canada.
It's still the same. They're saying. This is the best episode we've ever done of the show.
Should I trade mics with you?
Joel sounds like an evil bee.
Like an evil bee.
Yeah.
One sec. Sometimes you just gotta blow on it. How's that? Huh? It sounds normal. That's the problem. You gotta get him with that Hawk-Tuah. It's happening in a potato chip bag. I wonder if it's my cable. I wonder if it's this cable.
Trade mics with Zach.
Let's trade mics with Zach.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, 1, 2, check 2. How you guys see? Is this better?
Yeah.
Yes. How is that? Is that any better? For me, at least. I know the others have different. Yeah. We're gonna give the guest the
Still the same according to my wife.
Wow, look at us. Best episode we've ever done, and this is what happens.
So is there?
Everybody's mic is crackling. So what is happening? Nope. Yes, thank you for everyone who's behind us. Let's get this. Okay, I'm muting everyone for a sec. This is fun. This is why we're here, right? Otherwise, we could be screaming into an internal microphone.
Electrifying man in sports entertainment.
Well, yeah. Because otherwise, like.
Canadian champion, Matt Viviani, everybody.
Because otherwise, like, I can talk to you like this, and it's my internal microphone, and now everyone's going to be like, oh, it sounds great. This is so much better. But it's not better because this is the microphone on my laptop, and I don't want to do that. So now we got to figure out what to do.
I'm a Habs fan in Toronto, too, so I might be breaking up the space-time fabric existing in this city right now.
And I'm going to hop over here. Still static. Okay, we got to figure out a way to make this work. Is there a way to make this work?
Fortunately, my prime minister abilities are ineffective.
We have had the worst luck in this place, huh? And now I'm even recording the thing. So now clearly the audio is going to be great. You want to make this an audio-only episode of the show?
That's gonna be weird.
What, isn't it?
People watching on video.
Well, no, I mean this. Maybe we end this now, and it's going to be us bullshitting for the next little while.
Oh, and
then we just upload everything later.
Oh.
Do we do that? Is that something we can do? Would you guys still support us if we did it? I get it. The super chats won't come in, but you know.
What if we turn off the mics on all of this? You can still watch the video. You can watch us. You have no idea what we're saying, though. You just see people come in and out. Like, who is that?
Was the internal mic really that good? Because everyone around me is going to have to yell at that
people
point.
said, the wife said that the internal microphone was normal.
All right, you know what? We're going to try this.
Why are you yelling at the mic?
We're going to yell at the mic, and then I'm going to run an AI filter through it after we finish.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to keep talking into this microphone because we're still recording onto this board. That's a stupid idea. I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to point my computer this way. And I'm going to hope that this sounds better. How does that sound? Does it sound better? That's the big question.
Do we gotta yell at the mic? Why you always yelling at the mic?
We are in a
Beard's weird.
So if this works, we're just going to do it like this. And it's going to sound, this sounds a lot better. This is awful.
We have one giant internal MacBook microphone over here.
Yeah, this is what we're working with. All right.
Should we scooch?
No, you're in the frame.
Yeah,
Well,
you're in
if
frame.
you-
You gotta speak maybe.
when the AI has not taken over, the AI is what I'm going to do to the audio after this episode so that I know it sounds okay.
I still want to hold the microphone so I look like I'm
You feel like a professional.
yeah, a
I
little
get it.
professional over
Speaking
here.
of my coffee.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, listen, for
You know what we
those
should hold on. You know what we should do?
What's that?
For people who come in and out, we should hand them a microphone, but they don't know.
They don't know.
So-
this is gonna be the best bit ever. Yeah, so Jeremy and I were live. We're in the weeds. It's July 6th. Sorry for the frustration. We could trim off the first 6 minutes of this thing.
No,
Maybe we'll see. We're going to be joined with friends throughout the day. You already see some of them here. Zach from Love Wrestling and the one and only the Canadian Prime Minister Matt Viviani is hanging out with us. And there's some other friends beyond the camera. They're going to be hanging out and doing the things with us. But well, you can do the thing, and that's leave a thumbs up because you feel awful for us. You feel bad for us. You have pity on us and want us to do well. So leave a thumbs up on the video. And of course, subscribe to us here at Fightful Overbooked. Again, pity us. Feel bad for us. You know we worked hard for you. And super chats. The same thing. The pity, the you have money, we don't. That stuff. Boys.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
Hi
We're
guys.
good.
Love it.
We're in Toronto. We're live. Money in the Bank is tonight. And
Allegedly.
we have a lot. Oh, look at that. I'm already getting messages saying people are going to be late, but they'll be there. Roads are closed around this building, too. That was unexpected this morning.
Sidewalk
do.
too.
Yeah, sidewalks were messed up,
Like
too.
legally use the sidewalk.
That was not fun.
Our Uber like dropped us off in like a back alley somewhere. Like, thank goodness for GPSs.
Yeah,
Probably
seriously.
didn't get murdered.
But at least the venue's like easy to get into. Like it's easy
Yes.
to find once you're there because like it's a massive building. Yeah, so we're here in Toronto. It's Money in the Bank weekend. Jeremy got here on Thursday night, allegedly, and we've been going nonstop ever since. Are you doing okay?
No.
We've been dealing with a lot. Well, let's go around the table. Zach, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Here for Money in the Bank weekend, but also enjoying myself. Myself, Matt, JPJ, we all went out last night, and yeah, I'm feeling like I went out last night.
A few Canadian beers.
Yeah,
The good ones?
The very good ones. Actually, it was in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Okay.
No beer is good.
Amsterdam Red.
Wow.
No beer is good.
No beer.
Wow. You're already gonna get heat with the Canadians.
Beer sucks.
I have to
Wow.
ship you to the States.
Send
Just-
them back.
Just gonna say it. Beer's not
I'm leaving.
It's delicious.
It's like Jeremy watches his new liquor company.
good. I'll
never
do
saw
a
him
mixed
again.
drink, fine, but like beer, just can't.
We need beer flavored water.
We have it.
Oh, the American beer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Look at this. We brought it all around to you. But yeah, so you guys went out and had a good time last night.
Yep.
Um,
Grand old time.
who was at SmackDown?
It was just myself.
Just you.
Yeah. I was up on the like Joel, you've done these at in Montreal as well, and I was kind of expecting a similar experience at Elimination Chamber. We were by the hard cam. This we were up on the Cooper Hewitt gondola, which is like far above like the bowl and whatnot. And again, that's great. Like I appreciate being granted access and whatnot, but I discovered I have vertigo.
oh no.
Oh boy!
I thought he was a wrestler from Ontario.
No, I did not see Vaughn out there, but man, like I was just like looking down. I'm like, how did Sting do this on the regular? I was, I found my bearings eventually, but like once the second dark match started, I was like, you know what? I have done my fill. I have handled as much height as I can right now, and yeah, that's when I when I bowed out. Great SmackDown, new tag team champions. But yeah, Vertigo. I have that.
Sting got paid millions to do that for 30 seconds a week.
Yes,
So
true.
it's a lot easier, I would imagine.
A little more palatable.
Yeah. Did you call it the Cooper Hewitt box? Is it the Foster Hewitt box?
Foster Hewitt. Sorry.
Who's Cooper Hewitt?
I think that's a font.
That's a
That's a
font.
font.
I don't know who either of these people are.
And that's how you know Zach works in design. we wound up at GCW again, allegedly. It did take a little bit of time to get into the venue, but when we did, we had a really good time. It was a fun show. We got to see our best pal, Ratty Daddy.
I was nearly put through a table last night.
True.
Everybody, there's video evidence of this.
There will be video. We did record an interview with Cole Radrick, an actual, like, I can't call it sit down, but it was a stand-up interview
Yes.
after the show. We had a good time talking about the Schmitty,
Nothing.
talking about nothing, talking about burying Jeremy for the sake of
I gotta
burying him.
I gotta get out ahead of this story before the footage comes out and people make fun of me. I screwed up my own bit last night.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried to do. Have you guys heard "Creep" by Smashing Pumpkins?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go with Radiohead for a second. No,
Creep
no.
by Smashing Pumpkins? Yes. So people know Creep by Smashing Pumpkins. I screwed up the bit and I asked Cole, "You heard of Creep by Radiohead?" And he's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Really? Creep by Radiohead?" He's like, "Yeah, Creep by," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Can I curse? I can curse. Shit." The bit is Smashing Pumpkins. I said Radiohead, and I screwed up my own bit last night. This is why I can't do like live in-person interviews because I'm just gonna mess up. Is my wife messaging you?
Just send me a message just laughing.
I need that footage edited out, but I want to get ahead of the story before it gets out there and people are making fun of me and they're like, "Look at Jeremy, he screwed this up." I'm ahead of it now. I'm still in the race. I'm still running, everybody.
And Tim ain't editing shit. I even just sent him a message saying, "Don't edit out that part." He's like, "I pay attention."
No, I don't think any of it's going to get edited. We should not edit the Jack Cartwheel interview where we bury Kevin Nash to start.
That's because I only did it because I couldn't.
Famous Jewish wrestler Kevin Nash.
So this all starts on this. Listen, this is another one. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it on Overbooked eventually, or maybe one afternoon when we're doing our show. We're sitting there with Jack, and we have limited time because Jack's waiting. He's in a car full of people leaving like after the show, going back home. So he's like, "Okay, I want to do this. I got a couple minutes." So we go. We do the thing with him, and I start this intro, and we're just laughing because it's so loose and stupid. And I said, "Can I call you my favorite Jewish wrestler?" Because he is. Jack is a Jewish wrestler. Like it's not unknown. So dude is like, "Yeah, no problem. We'll do it." And I said, "Great," because the other guy. And then I said something about Kevin Nash, and we just all broke up laughing. It was a really weird moment.
What do you think Kevin Nash's finisher would be?
If he was a Jew.
Yeah, can't be like,
I don't think much changes. I think he's still doing the
dreamy
jackknife.
shock.
yeah, can
How long have you been sitting on that?
Someone's got to use
Jewish
that.
reference. It's gonna happen, guys.
Someone's got to use
5
that.
tight minutes on this.
Oh my God, someone has to use that.
That's awful and perfect. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't see any other names that we can use. It's over. Thank you for ending the bit with one opportunity. Oh man. So yeah, so Jack was fun, but like the rest of the interview was like people yelling from the front of the stage, "Jack, Jack." So he had to run, and we're just like, "All right, we'll wrap this up real quick."
Bless Jack, by the way. We hear everybody yelling because their ride is here and everything. So like I'm like, "Oh, go ahead. We gotta let you go." I'm like, "Go ahead and plug everything." He gets through all of his plugs. Like he made sure to tell you everywhere to follow him, his merch and everything. Like he was willing to miss his ride as long as he got to plug his stuff in this interview. So that's a pro right there. Fortunately, he made it because like they were still waiting when we were leaving. So I feel like they were just screwing with Jack that he had to go.
Yeah, seriously, leave the venue, and I'm just like, we could have done like 10 more minutes with you. I just left it alone. I was so burnt at that point. I've been getting up at 6 a.m. Okay, every day, forever and ever. But like yesterday hit especially hard because on Thursday night we went to the Sami Zayn comedy show, and that show didn't go super late, but we got home probably about 11:30,
No.
12. Oh, it's 12:30
Yeah.
because you wanted to get some food afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, first of all, can we talk about that Sami Zayn comedy show?
You know, on that note, I'll
Yeah.
swap
So
one with
let's
these
bring in these guys.
These guys were there.
So
Hot tag.
yeah,
Right.
Lawrence and JPJ from Love Wrestling, who are also here for Money in the Bank. They were at that show and the GCW show. Honestly, we could have brought you in earlier, but let's face it, prettier.
That's
new.
Wow. Wow, Joel, I just got here.
Well-
This is my Fightful debut. And he's
Yeah,
like, yeah, the pretty one over there.
I mean, that was
a dick move, Joel.
Wow. This is
Look-
what therapy's
look-
for.
We're not a therapy show. We advocate therapy. We're not a therapy show. Look at those two. Everyone.
It wasn't directed towards him.
See? Look. Pretty. Anyway, yeah, so we go to the Sami Zayn comedy show. That was so much fun.
Yeah,
First.
great time. Ball.
First, went to the barcade.
Yeah,
We did.
Twice.
Yes.
Two separate times.
Well, instead of
Two
being in
separate
line,
times. The line was around the corner of the building.
Yeah, so they
Gigantic.
packed that
yeah,
venue. They did it at the Danforth Music Hall, which in Toronto is like a 1,500, maybe 2,000 capacity venue, and we knew that it was packed. I had never seen it, like the lineup
It was
around the
wild.
block and everything. So yeah, Jeremy and I would park the car and we just walk up and we're like, nope. And I messaged JPJ. I'm just like, you guys in line? Like, yeah, we're just here. And you guys were like, we saw the barcade. I'm
Yeah.
like, so do we. Let's go.
Yeah,
And so we went, and unlimited play and have a drink.
$10
cover.
Yeah.
cover for unlimited play
Yeah.
on all of that. Honestly, a really fantastic
It
deal.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to go.
Dominated the Simpsons game for a little
We
bit.
did.
Yeah.
We did.
Had a good run in that.
We almost spent the entire night just playing the Simpsons game.
True,
We could have
it's
missed
true.
the Sami Zayn show.
We may have been able to make it through if we didn't
Have to.
leave
Yes.
and then come back.
Yeah.
We may have been able to make it through the game, but we unfortunately left because we didn't want to miss the show.
Simpsons arcade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I own that in
Side
my
scroller.
That's
Oh,
true. I knew
so
that. Yeah,
good.
that's right.
So good.
The since it's your computer, does it work?
Oh,
Does it
we're
work if I
trying
do?
to-
Yeah.
How far did you guys
trying to
get?
the balloons.
Oh,
We made it just past Dreamland.
that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, my memory's terrible.
Is it like
So
a
I'm not-
bar, I think? With the
We,
elevator?
yeah,
we did that.
We
Yeah.
went past the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the bar that we were at, but the
No,
bar in the
no.
game.
That
Trying
bar
to-
was really sweet too. It had a lot of like retro games
Yeah, a
and
lot of pinball.
yeah.
Retro pinball, which is good.
So there's another one. So we're on the east end of the city for this. There's another one on the west end of the city that that they had a big fire, and so they are like not in operation right now. They were the sister venue to that bar that we were at, and so yeah. So going there, I was just like, man, I missed the other place because that's where I used to go since I live more west of the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, going there was a ton of fun, and we're just killing time. And like at one point, I've been talking to Emily May Heller, who was like, I think I'm going, but maybe I'm not. I'm waiting for something. So she ended up going, and we ended up sitting in front of her at the show. Or sorry, she was sitting in front of us, and like we were just chatting about how stupidly long that line was. And then here's the kicker: they took our phones.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's
And my watch. They take your watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you got an Apple Watch, yeah. So that's the thing. I get it. I get
Just
it.
a Rolex. They just robbed you.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of it.
I couldn't find anyone to unlock the pouch. Can't cut the damn things either. Yeah, but I was like, oh no. And I know this is a thing. I get it. Like they take phones now at certain like comedy shows or concerts, whatever, because they want that like it's multifaceted,
Yeah.
right? They want you to have the immersive experience and the completely unencumbered experience, and also they don't want you leaking their entire set.
Yeah.
I get it, but it was fun.
Mm.
Sammy didn't address it until literally the very end in a passing comment where he said, "Wasn't my choice."
Yeah. WWE call.
Yeah, this was not my call. I'm sorry. And I was just like, thank you for kind of saying it, because he did. Let's address the elephant in the room. And someone in the crowd yells, "Our phones!" I was like, oh God. I was like, he's got a good point, Sting.
Yeah.
But yeah, the show was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I wanted to. There's the one sketch that I keep going back to where this guy just wanders on stage.
Yes.
And he's the weird fan.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that again when our pals who were at the media scrum show up
Yeah.
because we saw some of that unfurl in the scrum.
Yeah.
But it's not a fan. This was actually someone in media, so it's even weirder.
Bury people in the media.
I'm not
Joel.
burying anybody. No, I'm not going to bury anybody. But it was just a funny, like, really moment with media. So at the Sami Zayn show, they do a bit where a guy walks on stage. It's a full sketch. He walks on stage, he's like, he wanders on, and he's like, Sami Zayn, I'm your biggest fan. And he does all the things that like the weird super fan at the airport would do. You know, can I shake your hand? Can I give you a hug? Can I do this? Can I do that? Nothing like, can I sign photos? But it was just weird. And
I have
then
a friend that's sick in the hospital. Can you
Yeah,
take a
exactly.
video?
yeah,
of
so
me?
it gets it's like it's like the friend's name is Trevor.
Trayvon.
Trayvon.
And so Sammy's doing the like looking at the camera and being like Trevar. No, it's Travar. Also, can you try? Like you're just faking it. And so Sammy gets annoyed and like casts the guy aside. And then out comes Trish Stratus, who is now hosting Money in the Bank tonight, live on the show. And she's like, don't do that. These fans, they love us. They come for us. And then she puts it on real thick with him and she loves him and they're getting along great. And then it becomes like a tug of war for the fan. And my favorite part of this whole stupid thing, this bit that's so good, they do the repeat sad story.
Yeah.
Where like Trish goes and she's like, I had to bark like a dog once. And everyone's like, oh. And then she turns it into, but I have a really good cat impression. And it's the dumbest and funniest shit. And then Sammy does a whole monologue of his own. And then the third guy goes up. And he starts talking about like wrestling booking from like 2014 and the Daniel Bryan WrestleMania story. And then he caps it off with, and then my dad died.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I was about to stand up and be like, that's me!
Yeah.
I think me too.
Me too.
Same.
Yeah. Literally me.
Same.
But not everyone loved the show. That's the thing. We found out that there were some people who
The
didn't enjoy it.
dude next to me was miserable.
Yeah, you said that.
Like
yesterday.
he was just like, no, just like scoffing at everything, and I'm like, what are we
What was
doing?
it? What was you
Like,
expecting? Miserable about?
Yeah, definitely during the fan bit. I don't know if he
But, like,
like,
little
took
too-
it,
yeah.
What's cool about the
took it
fan
too
base
personal.
was like I'm from Montreal, and Sammy like originally started like dipping his toes in the comedy world, like in the improv world, because the guy playing his fan is sort of his partner, James McGee. So like they were doing small,
Kayfabe, bro.
yeah. Spoiler alert: that was not an actual fan on that stage with Trish Stratus. No, so he was doing improv, like small, like 50-room max improv shows, and like starting to fall in love with it because like his partner Jay McGee is a known improviser and also like an independent wrestler. And he wrestles like C4 and
Oh, cool.
Battle War. So yeah, like, it was really cool to see him come up on stage and like their work together is very, very good. Like that was such a fun sketch to watch.
Yeah, they did a really, really good job with it. And like the end of the bit is he shoots his shot.
Yeah.
And Trish is like, "Oh, thank you. I'm very happy. Thank you. I'm taken." And then he does the slow turn to Sammy.
Well, he tells Trish, "Oh, I wasn't like at one point he goes, I wasn't really interested."
It's not you.
Yeah.
And then turns around to Sammy, and Sammy's like, "Oh, same thing. Oh, I'm taken." And his wife's in the front row, and you just hear her yell enthusiastically, "Go for it!" And the crowd is just—there were really funny, silly moments in this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, like we all kind of enjoyed the show. Walked out, and we're like, that was fun.
Yeah, I know it was. And another aspect of that sketch is like he's going back and forth with them, but then it becomes a competition between Trish and Sammy.
Yes,
where
yeah.
they're competing with each other to get the fans'
Yeah.
attention that they wanted to get off the stage as quickly as possible. It's pretty good.
It was really fun
Yeah.
stuff. And then afterwards, we all went home and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Right?
Bailey showed up.
Bailey showed up.
Cody.
Cody showed up. This was your favorite part of the show. Easily. Had to have been.
So Cody addressed the Cody lies, and Cody's like, "Anybody heard of Cody lies?" I swear to you, like 4 people popped for this Cody lie thing,
One of them.
and I was
Yeah, all of them were
I
in the
was-
That dork dog.
I was popping so much. I was like, "Yeah, he taught Bryan Danielson to lie."
Yeah.
it was just talking about Cody Lie is like my favorite thing in the world, and so they're talking about Cardona being a pecker checker and everything. Oh, it was so good. Cody being there, and then they did. Johnny Knoxville showed up as
Yes.
was very heavily teased, but he ended up showing up. I thought Sammy put on a great show, and it's not unexpected. I've said it many
No.
times on this show. Sami Zayn is like a perfect professional wrestler in that.
He thinks so too.
Yes, he does. He's a Michael Jordan of
He is
professional
the
wrestling.
Yes, that's
I don't know
right.
if you know that.
Can I also? I'm gonna put this over real quick. He does open with like he's like uncertain about doing the show, and we're not gonna give out like the whole show. If you get a chance, go and see it. But like the show opens with him being like, I don't know if I could do this, and then I spoke to Mick Foley, and he said it all starts with one joke and it goes from there. And he did a masterful job of like setting it up that he starts with this one joke, and his entire opening monologue is about that joke, and then it rolls perfectly. So I thought it was really well crafted as a show. It was a good like one man show comedy with guests.
Yeah.
So it was really fun stuff. So sorry, I stepped on you.
It's like the Michael Jordan of pro wrestling, Sami Zayn, great professional wrestler. So the fact that like he can do something like this is not very surprising because one of his biggest strengths is like crowd control
Mhm.
and eliciting emotion from a crowd and call and response with the crowd. So that's essentially what this is. And everybody, for the most part, all professional wrestling fans all love Sami Zayn. They're not going there to be like, I'm here to watch Sami fail and suck at this. Like they want him to be great at this. So they're going to go along with so much with it. So it was great. I did try to get on stage. There was a bit at the
Promo
end.
battle.
Yeah, promo battle at the end. So they pick people from the crowd to come on and do that. I did raise my hand. I was not called upon. I had a great promo in my head of saying to my opponent, I bet you eat a lot of tree sperm. And then I was going to call them cosmically impotent. They could not blow up the moon, but I didn't get called upon to do this promo.
They knew where we were sitting.
Yeah.
It's a problem when you're sitting in front of 3 WWE referees.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna call on that section.
Who were in line, by the way. They're like in the
They
beginning.
were. When we first got
Yeah,
there, they were just in line.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And I'm the guy behind Charles Robinson. You come on stage.
So I've told the story to a few people, but like I'll put it very simply. So Cole Radrick was on the show not long ago, and he's been kind of announcing people for his show for the Smitty, August 23rd, Spencer, Indiana. That's a free one. Anyway, they're all free. Who am I kidding? So he recently announced that one of the WWE referees, Jason Ayers, his son is going to be part of the Smitty. And like, we didn't know that when he made the announcement, but so I guess Jason Ayers found out because obviously, like, I think Cole even tagged it as as announced on In the Weeds on Fightful. So anyway, long story short, Ayers sent me a really nice message, just being like, "Hey, I hear that I wanted to thank you for letting Cole do the announcement about my son doing the show." And I was like, "That was Cole. Like, he came to our house and like didn't tell us, and that's fine." But I thought it was really nice. So like he reached out to us completely, on his own, and was just like, "I think it's really cool that you did that. Thank you." And I was like, I'm just glad to be a part of something. So it was a good moment. Yeah, but nice
Fuck
time.
Cole Roger.
He's great. I love Cole Radrick. The interview that we had was really fun.
What are you guys looking forward to Money in the Bank?
We just talked about him. I think Sammy and Braun are going to have a really good one. I'm looking forward to that. But man, oh man, I think all 5 matches are solid as heck. Like I think that it's going to be a solid show, like through and through.
I'm going to spend most of the show being like, oh yeah, that's a match on the card.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
5 matches.
Yeah, you don't know what's coming. This is the mystery vortex of WWE.
Yeah.
How?
I'm on 3 hours of sleep. That's how.
Yeah.
Everything is amazing and very confusing.
There's 2 Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah, who's in them? You don't know.
Carmelo Hayes.
How do you know?
Andrade.
This is weird.
Yeet. Jay Uso. Yeet. LA Knight. Yeah. Drew McIntyre. Yeet.
That LA Knight tribute.
That
We'll
ruled.
talk about that in a few minutes.
That
Oh
ruled.
my
The
God.
Yeet yeah off.
I haven't
That
seen
was
that yet.
fantastic.
Oh.
That was fantastic. Chad Gable, yeet. That was all 6 right there. Women's. Io Sky, yeet. Lyra Valkyria, yeet.
I feel like
Zoe
that's,
Stark, yeet. Chelsea Green. Yeet. Oh, I'm blanking. Tiffany Stratton. Yeet. Naomi. Yeet. There we go.
I feel like that's the wrong bit to do for the women.
Maybe.
It's like Cody trying to get barking over.
Seth Rollins against Damian Priest. Yeet.
Yeet.
Braun Breaker against Sami Zayn. Yeet.
Yeet.
6-man. Bloodline.
There's a
The
6-man.
Bloodline against Cody, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton.
We got to address. This is the elephant in the room right now. Where is our hot tub?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you
I was
put-
actually
I did see
I
hot
talked-
tub in a tweet.
yeah.
Yes.
I confronted you about that GCW that I demanded that hot tub.
Did
It was a question mark.
it was?
It doesn't mean it was going to be here.
I wore a swimsuit under here. It was very revealing.
I-
I was gonna get so many
You guys have a green
views.
screen.
We do have a green screen. I'm not setting it up. I'm lazy. I'm not gonna have you do it either, because then it's gonna be your face. That'd be the best part. It's just Zach trying to set up this green screen, but all I see is my face.
We could switch it to your camera.
Hell
over
no,
here,
we aren't.
right there.
I ain't doing that. Oh, there goes
As it freezes.
there goes the freeze. There we go. We're back. It's okay. It's audio only. Actually, that is good. That one froze, but
Yeah.
whatever. Let's see how ours does. Yeah, that's a Money in the Bank card. You know why I'm so thrown off is because I did my LA Knight interview at the Scrum, and he mentioned wanting to beat Logan Paul for the U.S. title, and I was just like, "Is that happening? Is that a match on this card?" And I didn't know, because then afterwards I get a message from our dear friend Sean Ross Sapp, who says, "How'd it go? And is there anything that's like needing to go up immediately because it's time sensitive?" Because we try to keep our interviews pretty evergreen when we do them at the Scrums. They're short or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, LA Knight said he's going to beat Logan Paul for the U.S. title. Thinking to myself, that's a match? And then I realized, I turned to Tim and I was like, is that a match? He's like, no, probably SummerSlam. I'm like, oh. And I messaged Sean back. I'm like, not that.
Yeah.
And then Sean went and just ran everything anyway. Well, the LA Knight interview, the video is supposed to drop probably today, because I didn't get the video to him until last night at GCW. You have to understand, Toronto's public Wi-Fi is how you say garbage.
Dog poop.
And everywhere we went, nothing worked. So it'll be up soon. It'll be good.
Maybe.
Think so? I mean, the audio is all up.
You think there's a chance they turn that 6-man into like a street fight like they did?
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
days
I
ago?
kind of hope so.
100%.
Yeah.
It feels that way to me.
I hope they
Yeah.
brawl all the way up to the press box.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
In the 700 level.
That'd be fun.
So
Super Hewitt.
do it for you. I'm gonna bring a sign. They're not gonna see it at the press box. Yeah, but we will.
Us.
It's for us. I'm popping the boys. So I was telling other people about the when a bunch of us were together in Montreal for Elimination Chamber. I was hoping so much that they were going to put us in the press box at the Bell Center, because for those of you who have never been to the Bell Center or have never seen it, the press box is in like the middle off a catwalk, overseeing where the ice would be, and it's like this surreal experience. You think, looking at Zach, you think you had vertigo before?
Oh boy.
You would have fallen off in that place.
About Montreal, let's sneak out.
Yeah.
And who knows?
But no, I was gonna say,
Okay.
but instead they're doing a press box
Yeah.
for this show. You just want to look pretty?
Squat over here.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
we've got everybody in the shot. Look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Everyone's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
over here.
Yeah, so I'm shocked that they're putting us in the press box for this show, but I guess because they're expecting like a full out sellout.
Yeah.
Are y'all wearing white? You see
This
Jason
is as
Sable?
close to white that I brought.
Yeah, every wrestling
So-
fan
They
has a
can't-
white shirt,
Okay.
right?
They
Yeah.
can't.
Oh shit, I'm wearing white.
you just did.
Oh, no.
They did it subliminally. They got to
They
you.
got me.
Triple H didn't drop
I-
messages.
I even brought a second shirt, and I was like, I brought another white shirt. I wear black shirts exclusively.
Yeah.
Y'all see me on the show, I'm
Well,
wearing a
right,
black
yeah.
V-neck. Why am I not?
I thought that was funny because WWE put out that thing where it was like, oh, they're telling everyone to wear white, and like the first comments you see are kind of hard to do when 95% of
Yeah.
your shirts are black.
Well, no, you know what? We're gonna get to the arena, and it's gonna be like all white WWE shirts. They already did the Jey Uso
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over print.
yeah.
They're gonna do like a
They
whole
gave
Money
out
in
all
the
those
Bank
white
white.
towels yesterday.
Did they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so we twirling them in the-
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be a Winnipeg Jets play.
Yeah, I was about to say that. On the way out, they're handing out these towels. I say to the guy, "Our Airbnb is woefully undersupplied. can I grab an extra towel?
Oh, did they give it to
They
you?
hooked they hooked
Do you know
us
how
up,
many
yeah.
towels our Airbnb left there is?
Why didn't you just use
The
the
answer is zero.
zero? Why
I
don't
didn't know I had to pack towels.
Just-
I packed
why
Is
didn't
that a thing?
you- sometimes?
Yeah, I don't. I
I
don't. I
slept,
have no.
I slept on 3 sofa cushions put together on the floor like Minecraft blocks. My spine is divided by 3 right now.
Have you considered that maybe you should have brought your own towels?
I almost went to the store yesterday to literally
You
purchase
could have
one.
gone to
I'm
the
probably
dollar
going to
store.
today, yeah.
Get a
Yeah.
$5 towel.
I've got
frills. You get the
WWE
no
towels.
frills beach
Use,
towel.
just use the banner that you got
I
yesterday.
should. Yeah, I should.
After this scrum.
That was fun.
To take
You
it
guys
or it
want
goes in the
these?
trash. Oh, that was ridiculous. Isn't that a Beyonce gimmick? Probably. What? No
Every-
towels?
Everything's a Beyonce.
That's
gimmick.
true. The maybe it was the Yeet. Maybe why Soul was really far behind. Maybe we're really far ahead.
That's
Who
a
knows?
gimmick. That's a gimmick that a lot of like sports teams do with towels.
Yeah.
And everything. Nas Reed, the Nas Reed towel for Louis in the chat. He'll be the only other person to get this reference. Minnesota Timberwolves. They gave out the big Nas Reed towel. It made it to WrestleMania. The
Mm.
Nas Reed towel. There you go.
Sadly, WrestleMania is not making it to
Yeah.
You know?
Not my monkeys. Not my circus. I did listen when they come to my town. Everyone's like, "Where do I go? What do I do? What should I see?" And then you got like 3 other people being like, "Wait, do you live here? So what do you mean? You just asked me what should I do? What should I see?" And it's like, yeah, no, 20 years of just telling you where to go. But I guess I did that with Vegas, and Adrian Hernandez was like, "Do you live in Vegas?" I'm like, "No, I live in Toronto." He's like, "Why do you know so much about Vegas?" So I got time on my hands. What are you doing?
I feel like people are gonna ask me what there is to do in Cleveland.
Already did.
Game over, man.
Already did.
Just like
Go home.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I went to the Hockey Hall of Fame yesterday.
God bless.
And I'm expecting. Joel kind of warned me that it's a little bit smaller than you might expect. Like I'm still thinking, all right, it's got to be pretty big because I'm used to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is like 5-6 stories big. Like it's a huge building with all this musical history. And we're talking the NHL, which has been around for a decade now, or not a decade, a century. Sorry, 10 decades. It's been around for a century now. I'm thinking it's going to get all this history and everything in there. It's like 3 rooms and 1 extra story where it's got all the trophies and everything. And I'm just like, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, even after Joel kind of pre-warned me that it was smaller. I'm still glad I did it. I still had a good time killing an hour and a half in there. But I was expecting like, oh, they're going to have stuff from like every single Stanley Cup team. And they're going to have like a shrine to like every cup team and stuff. And
Yeah,
just like,
that's what I would expect.
yeah, it's not like the latest one. They have the shrine of like who just won. They didn't have the Panthers stuff yet, so it was like Golden Knights. Like, I don't care about that. And then it's like certain players are kind of highlighted, and certain like milestones are kind of highlighted, but otherwise it's so much smaller than you would expect. Like it's still worth it if you're a hockey fan to go and at least experience it once, but I don't feel like you could get a whole lot of mileage of going like, oh, every year let's go and see something different. It's like,
No,
I feel like it changes enough.
there's enough.
Every year.
There are enough things in Toronto that are changing, like trying to pay your rent on time. That going to the Hockey Hall of Fame becomes the bottom of the list
It's
Oh.
only $20 though, so
Well,
like
yeah, I get
it's
it.
relatively inexpensive.
compared to other options. Like you can go to the CN Tower. I think it's $40. Go to Ripley's, it's $45. I always advocate go to the Royal Ontario Museum, the ROM, because it's massive and it's like $25, and it has everything, including dinosaurs.
Hell yeah.
Who doesn't?
We
love
got a
that?
big museum in Boston.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta be at a place with dinosaurs.
What else is there to see in the city? I don't know. Not much. I just tell people if you're going to be here, you might as well get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to tomorrow afternoon. We'll try to explore.
Are you?
I'm gonna try to.
But you
Oh, I
gonna,
was originally supposed to go meet him at the Hockey Hall of
Yeah,
Fame, but I had
that's
to
right.
hop on the junket because we had an open slot.
yeah, because someone didn't want to do the work.
Hey!
Wow.
No, you're watching dinosaurs.
I did not say.
Hey, Faith, you
I did
want to
not
watch
say.
dinosaurs.
I did not
What
say.
are you staring at me?
I did not.
He's
Not
staring
me.
at a void.
Not me.
I got nothing.
But,
It's It's okay. The other people come into the show. They did the work. Got him. It was good. The junket was something else, man.
It was my first one, so I don't know how they normally go compared to that, but it seemed like the end of it was a bit chaotic.
Traditionally, WWE doesn't invite you to an entire community event and then do that.
I was gonna say because we watched them do the whole community thing with the kids. That's not
Yes.
a normal thing. You just kind of catch them after.
Which, like, it was fine. I just wish that had been a little more communicated.
No.
I was under the impression that there was something going on earlier in the morning.
Yeah.
And by the way, it turns out there was. We just weren't invited for that because they had other wrestlers, I guess, in breakout rooms doing meet and greets.
Yeah.
Or some sort of talks. But yeah, we get there. So they because it's MLSE, the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, they were working with them at their Launchpad venue, which is like this massive open multi-sport gymnasium with like classrooms and other offices and things like that. It's really an amazing venue, to be honest. It's great building, and they hosted the junket there, and we didn't know what to expect. We get in, they put us in a classroom, and people are like, "Are we going to be in this classroom?" Classrooms maybe about a little bit bigger than the size of this room,
Yeah.
and we're just like putting our bags down, setting up. I'm like, I think this is a holding space, but I don't know where else this thing can be. And then they take us out into this big open air gym space, and I see the promotional banners, the WWE logos and the Money in the Bank logos and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, they're going to do the junket in this gym, and it's going to sound awful.
Yeah.
And I turned to Tim, and we're using SM58 microphones. So for anyone who knows audio, these are
Dorks.
well, maybe these dorks are going to get the best sound on the junkets. Okay. When you get it, you push the.
You
You
hit
don't-
the
you hit
button.
There's-
button. I think
there's-
I'm gonna touch the button.
Amazing.
The ghost
Like,
just popped in here and opened the door.
The ghost of accessibility. So yeah, so we, where was I?
You with your dork ass
Our
microphone.
dork ass microphones. So I'm looking like big open gym. I'm like, oh, it's gonna echo and sound like garbage. But our dork ass microphones get the job done because they are directional microphones. And so for those who use other kinds of microphones, like ones that should be clipped to your lapel and not
I know
on.
what you're talking about.
Those were given to us. Joel ridiculed us all day, but he did.
Hi,
He did.
welcome to Joel Pearl's information corner for the audio visual technical.
Oh God! Oh, what's happening?
They
here?
were yelling at me last night. So we do this elaborate studio like setup to do the interviews at GCW, and Tim has like this big lighting and everything. It looks really nice, by the way. And like we're packing it all up, and all I had to do was like wind up,
Wrap a cable.
wrap a cable, and Tim's like, "You're doing it wrong." I was like, "I'm just here, just take it." Apparently, there is a right and a wrong way to wrap a cable.
There is, because if it's not wrapped properly, like in the circular formation,
gotta do
it
it
gets
wrong.
all tangled up and gross.
I
Yeah, there's
was
multiple ways
doing
to
a
do it.
circular formation.
Yeah, but then it gets all messed up. There's a way to do it. You got to feel the cable.
I feel like they were pre-mad at me. They prejudged me because I'm not an audio visual person. They're like, no matter how he does this, I'm gonna say it's wrong,
Fair.
even if it's right. They're like the children, just gonna argue with you even before you hear this statement.
I was asked about the brunette in the thumbnail. That would be Chelsea Green, because the thumbnail today is brought to you by me on the subway trying to find a thumbnail.
Yes, that's very true.
I'm a very professional
You
person.
said like that picture on your phone.
Yes.
Like here's
It's a picture of from the junket. It's LA Knight, yeah. Or if you ask him, it's we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
LA Knight, Tiffany Stratton. Mellow. And did I say Chelsea? I feel like I'm missing one.
That was interesting.
That was Naomi and Kevin Owens were supposed to be there, but they were subbed out at the last minute for Tiffany Stratton. That's a weird, like,
Yeah.
I really wanted KO and Naomi, and instead they were like Tiffany Stratton, and it's like,
should have just asked her the questions you were going to ask
Okay.
him.
So about Canadian wrestling in the IWS. Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton, can we have a cat update?
Yeah.
And by the way, how is your son Owen doing with his wrestling training?
What is it like to be married to an Uso?
Do you think you fit in the bloodline story?
Do they talk about joining the
Put the
bloodline?
ones up. Put the ones up.
Oh man.
So, okay. So since we did the LA Knight stuff, so for anyone who's listened to the audio of the LA Knight interview, which I'm sure is none of you, we were probably the second to last interview for LA Knight. And we did it at a point where they were
Frozen,
Oh, there we
and we're back.
maybe.
Give it 3, 2, 1. It's usually the 45-minute mark that internet just. Okay, we're back. So the LA Knight stuff. So we had waited a long time to do other interviews, and things were so far behind, which kind of sucked, but it was what it was. And so we get to the LA Knight portion, and they had started wrapping him up and saying, "Okay, guys, it's Scrum style now, so everyone just kind of gather around, ask your question, and just point your cameras at him." At that point, people were just like, "No," and they just went and started asking him like one question on camera with them, because I think maybe people wanted to be on camera with the wrestlers, or it's just they weren't used to anyway. So there's someone who was at the Scrum doing social media for a site or for a station or something, and he had his phone and he was doing stuff with LA Knight, and then he asked LA Knight to do a shout out for someone for their birthday, and LA Knight does it, and he does it half-assedly, gets the guy's name right, and I immediately think about Trevar.
Yeah.
And I immediately go to the Sami Zayn show. And LA Knight just didn't want to do it. And so he finishes, and I'm like, "Come here, we're doing this. I got 2 questions, and that's it." I had more, but I had no time. So I open up the interview, as I always do. "Hello, friends. We're back again. JoelPro5Full.com. I'm here with LA Knight." And she just goes, "Ah." And because I knew, and I swear to God, because I knew he had just dealt with that, I knew he was done, which is what makes this so much better. Because he just, and I'm like, delightful. Because I was either going to get, I never thought I was going to get, yeah. I thought I was going to get either like nothing, or when he's like, and then we do the interview, and he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to do it at first. You can tell he's done. And then we ask about the Triple H workout video that he was a part of in like 2013, I think, allegedly. And he's like, "I have no recollection of that." I'm like, "Come on, let's think about it." And then eventually he opens up and he talks about it, which was really fun. So yeah, but that whole Trevar, the Trevar moment was like, I get it now.
Yeah. By the way, you weren't alone on roasting us about our mic. LA Knight,
Oh,
instantly, when I was interviewing, opened up making fun of how we only had not only those mics, but only one working mic. That we if you would, hold on.
Once
before-
again, when you get a chance, an SM58 into an audio recorder is the best way to get your audio proper.
And if you want to get one of those, you don't want to hop over to Love Wrestling and go into our super chats. So I don't have one sad, silly mic
Listen,
to do interviews.
they already
friends.
hate us for how this show has been running, so this is what happens.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are we really gonna rag on my audio?
You're watching dinosaurs. You left.
You know what the problem is with having a really, really excellent desktop setup and having 2 really, really shitty mobile setups is like, because yesterday I was using a different laptop, and today I'm using a shittier laptop. Shout out to Apple.
Our sponsor for today.
The day Apple sponsors a podcast that isn't their own.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where these other guests of ours who are supposedly coming are really dragging their feet, huh?
You know?
Well, bank if we had an Apple sponsorship.
We would. Yeah. Somebody thought that it was going to be on ITV. Our show was ITV, like the
Oh,
British
That would be
station.
something.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it was actually Pete from Pete Quinnell.
Oh,
He was like, I thought this was ITV. I was just like, if they're paying, yes, it is.
yeah.
And he sent me a link. He's like, they're always looking, but I think you're far. I wanted to be like, I'd go. I mean, they just had an election that, you know.
We do tremendous numbers in the UK. Better
We
than
do.
WWE's numbers. We have a higher viewership number than WWE in the UK.
This is hilarious. Is Jimmy Van showing up in person? Jimmy Van doesn't show up for the show that he's on that bears his name. So I don't think he doesn't even know that this exists. Does he know that our show exists?
Jimmy Van has no clue the show
He
exists.
doesn't?
Thank God. Thank God.
Do you think he
would-
knows that I'm at Money in the Bank this weekend for
No,
Fightful?
Probably not.
It's like, who's that guy? We're like, this is the guy who used to produce on your other channel.
Probably not. But we turned 8 years old this weekend.
Yeah.
before we
Yeah,
went on.
Fightful is 8 years old.
Good stuff.
I've been around for half of that.
That's good stuff.
That's weird.
8 years.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
I'm sorry.
I haven't been around
We're
all
sorry,
8
everyone.
years. I haven't been around all 8 years. It's close though. It's really close because I joined fall 2016, maybe 2017. I'm terrible with time, so
Well, it's 2024,
allegedly,
allegedly.
yeah.
We really run on allegedly on this.
Somebody
Yeah.
look up. Somebody look up when George St. Pierre fought Michael Bisping. That is when I joined.
Wasn't that like
UFC,
2008?
Whatever. No.
It was the last time
George
we did.
St. Pierre, Michael
was later.
Bisping was
That was
the.
like his last one.
Yeah, that was St. Pierre's last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I started with the weekend, and then I started doing
Like the band?
no.
Oh.
It's not a band. It's a
I know it's one guy, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. Well, it depends who you ask.
Wow.
What about Vampire Weekend?
Canadian.
Vampire Weekend is a band.
They are a band.
They are a band.
Yeah.
I thought you were Canadian. Isn't the weekend big in Canada?
He's from Toronto.
I was gonna say, you
There
guys
you
are
go.
Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one person who watches our TNA post show review just asked no TNA post show review.
They're
That
so
was me.
concerned they
We're
messaged
here,
it
we're
2
here.
days later too.
That is true.
Like, you know what threw me off this week? There was no TNA post show review. Shit, wonder what happened there.
My weekend felt off.
Yeah.
You know, what the heck was going on? My weekend felt off. That must be
And
it.
you saw who that was, right? Did you see who sent that message?
No, I can't.
This is gonna pop you
Use
even
your
more.
phone. Oh,
It's trademark. Oh man! Someone asking, "Are we live from Toronto?" No, actually. So this is a hacked stream. You know those? You know when your channel gets hacked and it's just showing like crypto stuff and it's a bunch of guys sitting in a really weird lit room. That's us right
Yeah.
now.
this is a VHS.
This is a
Yeah,
VHS
VHS.
tape.
For those kids at home who might not know what a VHS tape is, yeah.
Video home
I've never felt
services.
more old watching wrestling than that exact
And
moment.
by kids at home, we mean people that are 20 now. Yeah, that don't know what a VHS
I was
tape
like,
is.
wait a minute. Is he explaining
Yeah,
what a VHS
that's-
tape is?
That's the fan base, though.
Yeah.
I know.
You know when
I'm
your
old.
when your 60 plus crowd is going down, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Are they gonna show up tonight?
I have a vision of Gable climbing the ladder to get the briefcase,
And
the
inside
power-
the briefcase is another
the
VHS.
power goes out and he gets. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be great.
That's
I'm cashing in. They open it. It's a tape. It's like, sorry, dude. Sorry about that.
There's no contract.
There's no contract. No, just a tape.
It's just a video.
Yeah, you won that match for nothing.
Oh, by the way, there had to be so many people that have to hide sandwiches in that briefcase. I'd be so disappointed the amount of snacks that are not hidden in those briefcases 90% of the time.
I've told this story 100 times, but I'll say it again because you're here. WWE and MLSE have the best opportunity to do the Money in the Bank lunchbox, but at the concession stands, fill it with popcorn.
Oh,
And
that's great.
do that.
Popcorn bucket.
Yeah, do a popcorn, not a popcorn bucket, a popcorn briefcase,
Yeah.
and then you get one free refill.
Yeah.
Because
Because they made that special
cheap.
one for them yesterday. It was like that blue Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
really nice.
so
Looking.
that was
Yeah,
probably
really
at
nice
the
looking.
that one's got to be at the rec room for the Money in the Bank, the thing,
Pop-up
the
store.
pop up store. Thank
Yeah.
you. Have you guys been there?
No,
No,
I'm gonna
not
go,
yet.
I'm gonna go to either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to pick up a.
Yeah,
pick up
Steven
a t-shirt.
Jensen has sent me about 300 messages. I'm bullshitting, but let's believe it. He sent me Cody Lie here. He sent me 300 messages of like, gotta give me a Cody shirt. Gotta give me a Cody shirt. Canadian Nightmare. I'm like, Jensen, you're American. What do you want a Canadian Nightmare? Cody is American. The man has America tattooed on his neck. Why do you want a Canadian Nightmare Cody shirt? It's like, I gotta have all Cody merch. I was like, Oh my God! All right, I'll go get you a Canadian Nightmare Cody Rhodes shirt.
Instead of whoa, it's
They
That
so
would be great.
That'd be
actually.
hilarious.
That would be
That
fantastic.
Great if they did that.
that should have been what we tried to get over while we were, doing all of our media stuff. Like, can we get because Cody was at the media junket. He wasn't at the media junket. He was upstairs.
Lording over us.
He was in the building.
Yeah,
Yes.
with Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: Chris Van Vliet's gonna have an interview with Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
He posted it.
yeah,
already.
Did he?
Van Vliet
He
posted
posted this
it.
morning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, spoiler alert of the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes. Chris is fantastic. I sent him a photo of himself and Cody doing the interview, and I said, well, "Look at you up there with all of us plebs down here." And he just laughed. And we're just like, "How do you do this?" He's like, "Well, we've been talking about doing an interview for a long time." I'm like, "I get it.
He's a super nice guy.
He
I
is.
got to shake his hand and chat with him for a few minutes, and he was a very, very nice fellow.
Yeah."
Chris Van Vliet apologized for something I did wrong.
That's because because he's Canadian. It's in our nature. I apologized to the shopkeeper today, who
You did.
yeah, there was a whole.
You were wrong
kerfuffle.
though.
I was wrong,
Yeah.
but so were they.
Nah.
I was wrong.
No, that shopkeeper kind of kicked your ass.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, I still got the deal I wanted. I just didn't get it on the.
But you
drink.
wanted
I wanted
Pepsi and you got Coke. So
Yeah,
did you
that's fine.
really get the deal that you wanted?
Well, I got the price I wanted, and I think for me, being who I am,
You sold out, honestly.
or did I buy in?
No.
Well, I did because I had to spend my money to get it.
Yeah, you sold out to get the Coke at the cheaper price because you tried to say that you have Pepsi labeled as this, and the shopkeeper just destroyed you and was like, "You can't read, buddy."
Well, no, it's their stock boy put them on the Coke machine and stuff.
He kind of kicked your ass. I was hoping you guys were gonna fight. That would have been great.
Not a fighter. Not on my
fight
best.
over a 2 for $5 discount
Yeah,
mislabeling.
exactly. Sitting there thinking to myself, I'm going to drink 2 liters of diet soda. And then I'm like, oh no, you're on 3 hours of sleep. You'll be okay. I'm going to take a nap in someone's hotel room. Not yours, apparently.
Yeah,
No, you don't. No.
I can't.
You go in, you don't leave.
I asked for a blanket.
Many spirits in there.
I asked for a blanket. They're probably going to charge you extra.
Yeah. There's a giant cupboard you could sleep in that's like it looks
Harry
like
Potter.
it looks Harry Potter's like
Yeah.
condo. It's on the second floor. It's
Oh,
deep as hell.
no.
You can like stack 3 bodies in there. Is how I'm calculating it. It's terrifying that this Airbnb.
Only 3?
Yeah.
we have a whole
In
basement.
Toronto, that's like $1,500 a month.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What else? What else are we talking about? Videotapes. No, but seriously, are they going to show up tonight?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they
I
might.
think maybe.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
I'll have my eyes glued to the stage to see if they set up
You
a big
guys,
door.
you guys are completely wrong of them showing up.
They're probably gonna do it on Raw.
I got my fix on.
No one's going to Ottawa.
They're not showing it to Ottawa.
No,
either.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
They can't get past the border.
That's true. Yeah.
They're
They are
100% getting
vigilantes.
stopped.
Yeah.
There's no way they're making it past the border.
Yeah.
I tried to get past the border. I mean, I did allegedly. I thought I was in trouble. Like I hand the guy my passport, and he's a Mountie, and
And he always gets his man. That's
Yeah.
right.
But he's just asking me like the most simple of questions. Literally just like, "What you doing here?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, what am I doing? Why am I coming?
Who am I? I'm one
Oh.
person.
She's like, "I'm going to Toronto." He's like,
Gonna have myself a time.
"What do you plan on doing?" He's like, wrestling event, I think." Like, how long you staying? I'm like, if I answer this wrong, he's gonna detain me.
Yeah.
Like if I say Saturday and he knows the answer is Sunday, he's like, "Nope, I know you're only staying until Sunday. You said Saturday. Come here." Like Saturday. And he's like, "Okay. Like, who's staying with?" Like, friend. All right. I really thought I was under interrogation. And all he was doing was just asking me like very simple questions. But I got super freaked out.
You know, it's funny because if you did that going into the States as a Canadian, the follow up to who are you staying with, and the answer is friends, is what's their address?
Yeah.
And you're lucky you didn't get the what's their address because I don't think you had it.
Oh, I did. I had to put it in my GPS.
Oh, that is true. You did.
I don't want to say it on air because I don't want to dox you. But
What are they gonna do? Get through security?
Yeah.
Wait, don't. No, they will.
Yeah.
The security ain't a
I
crack.
actually know your address off the top of my head.
Oh,
So, I I could have said it, but I did not blurt it out. Impulse control, everybody.
You got more sleep than I did.
Yeah. No, I did not say it. But no, I did know the address. But in that moment, I would 100% frozen. I would have been like, the 6, running through my woes with the 6, right?
Just rapping Drake lyrics the whole time.
That's
Started from the bottom, but I'm here.
Drove up, we're here.
I'm going to be on my best behavior, not worst behavior.
By the way, can we talk about the 6-man at DCW last night?
Oh yeah, the entrance.
Team IWS. So
Yeah.
we're standing at the merch table with Shane Hawk and Amazingly Sweet, who are, by the way, live up to their name, and Shane Arbahal Andrews says to us, watch this, and this is after Bussy's entrance, and I knew immediately what it was going to be, and all of a sudden you just hear, I see dead people, and we both just lost our minds. The crowd was like split because I think there are a lot of Canadians who think Drake is an awful, awful human being who does not deserve any of the accolades. Sorry. How'd you feel?
They cut off
Yeah.
They did.
at the best part. I have a video. I finished the story.
You did.
The people in front of me were popping. I was the most over person in that match because I was still singing the song. But they cut it off after Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile. Like you're getting to the good part right there. And they cut it, and Emil's talking over the song as well because the microphones are what they are, and the mixing is what it is because it's all through one microphone anyway. So it cut off there, but I still finished it. Everyone, don't follow me on Twitter, but you can go to my page and hear me finish the song because I couldn't believe they cut it off. What are we doing? Cutting it off. The wop, 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 wop. That fuck them up.
People would have been way too into it. They thought that was. Gonna
It
be
was
the sweet
a
spot.
little strange. Like I bless Team IWS for coming out to that, but like that's the Canadian team, so them like riding with Kendrick was a little weird.
Well, they
but
needed the heat because GCW
Yeah,
was
that's-
their show.
yeah, that's what I was.
Plus, it's the Toronto Montreal thing.
Assuming,
We are
Yeah.
truly not like them.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Can't wait till Kendrick comes to Montreal and gets like universal praise.
Yeah.
And then he comes to Toronto
Separatist
and-
icon,
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Do you think Toronto is on the tour list for Kendrick? What do you think?
Oh, he's
Oh
gonna do
yeah,
it.
he'll
Yeah.
do it.
He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do
And
it
he'll
just
get a
in
full
trolls.
house.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be funny if he books history. That's Drake's venue.
Yeah.
They booked it. It's like Drake gets. Oh god, he's gonna try and get that date canceled, and Kendrick's gonna be like, "I'm adding a second.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna try and get it canceled. I'm adding a third. It's gonna sell out every night. History venue is gonna be. It's gonna be the Kendrick Lamar show.
Yeah.
What is history venue?
Pardon?
What is history venue?
History is a venue in the city that is owned by both Live Nation and Drake.
Why doesn't he would probably play like the Raptors, wouldn't he?
I don't know if he would do an arena on this tour. That's the
He would
thing.
do an arena.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, like he did the Amazon show, right? He did the pop out, but that was at home.
Yeah.
You know, that was like a big celebration of dancing on someone's grave.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, because I don't watch a lot of like live Kendrick stuff, so I don't know what kind of like audience he would command. He could. Would he?
You do it in arena.
Yeah.
Could he do
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, he did
Oh,
arena.
yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, he's fine. He could do Scotiabank Arena. I'm sure do fine. Maybe he'll do Rogers Center. So 70,000 people just screaming
Yeah.
certified love boy, certified.
Can
you imagine?
Walk out at night, like my theory with Drake is like pretty much what's happening is he's going to try to laugh it off as much as possible. Like he's going to show up on SNL
Still
as the
try-
musical
Oh,
host.
that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
and be like somebody's going to keep playing, not like us. You're like, oh come on guys, and like play it off the whole time.
And that's gonna move things forward.
Yeah,
Because just like Sami Zayn taught us,
just
just keep
moving
moving forward.
forward.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, show's over, right?
He's attempting to laugh it off with the I'm gonna name myself 69 God
Yeah.
at the bowling alley.
Which, by the way, let's talk about the Ballroom Bowling Alley. I played at that venue when I used to do cover bands. Drake going there is very, very on brand for the things you would see at the bowling alley. Was not surprised.
Oh,
They don't carve. Anyway, not important. Didn't say that out loud. The AI filter will take that out.
You guys tried to take me to Harvey's Hookers yesterday.
What?
I need to-
Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
no,
Let's go back.
Harvey's-
First of all, you flipped it. You flipped it. It's Hooker Harvey's.
Sorry.
I'm glad the JPJ knows. Why do you know this?
Yeah, no, the Boston kid knows that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, that was-
Toronto downtowners in the chat, none of you, back me up on this. Downtown Toronto, over by the former Ryerson University, now known as Toronto Metropolitan University. It's a whole other campus to open. I went there. Shout out. Radio, Television Arts, School of 09.
Hell yeah.
I'm so old. Right. Look where it got
Yeah,
me.
look where that got you.
Toronto Public Library. Shout out. We were walking up to TMU because we were going to go edit the footage from after the scrum, and I'm like, we can go to Harvey's because it's such a. Someone in the chat is from downtown Toronto, so it's good. I said, Harvey's is like a Canadian institution, and like I don't mind their burgers. They're different from other places. It's not a McDonald's. It's not A&W. It's not, it's one of the fast food joints that we have that are our own. It's our Carl's Jr., but really friggin' old. Anyway, so we're walking up to this one, and it's a specific one that has always been known as the Hooker Harvey's. And I'm sorry, Jeremy, I have to tell you, what I told you yesterday was not the truth. They don't call it Hooker Harvey's.
Lied.
I lied. It's not.
You lied about the hookers at Harvey's.
I needed like 3 more people to jump in on that. It's not called Hooker Harvey's because a lot of Australian rules footballers like to hang out there. It's called Hooker Harvey's because sex workers hang out there, and they sometimes solicit clientele there. It's very popular for those people.
Where is
Gerard. Jarvis.
Joel.
Yeah.
Text me the address.
My ladies will be there waiting.
It's in my contacts. I'll forward it over to you. Thanks.
That's how we find out Joel's a
Give them my code so I get the discount and
Exactly.
points as
I'll
well.
get the extra. I get a 25 with my next purchase. Let's get.
As the show
Mention my
ends,
name.
As the show ends, you see Joe put on like 10 gold rings, go 2 pit bulls. Come on, ladies. Turns out The Godfather was based on me.
But do I eat for free?
You know?
So yeah, how
It
do we?
seems like you can have a couple different meals.
I was so upset. I was so upset that I did not get to ask Chelsea Green any questions at this scrum, because the only question I really needed her reaction to was when I did an interview with Matt Cardona at GCW in Toronto last year. I asked him, I had like 3 minutes with him because he was hawking his wares as he does. I asked him, what does the Deathmatch King eat on his day off? And he looks down and he looks at the camera and he just smiles and says, Chelsea Green. And I was like, oh, I guess I deserve that. And then I
Asking this,
really wanted to ask Chelsea Green
asking
about
Chelsea Green this at a community event
this.
definitely sounds like a smart play on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't finish that story. We didn't know that we were going to witness the entire community event just sitting on those bleachers being like, this is awkward, right? We're just watching kids play games.
By the way, Carmelo Hayes' team cheated the
Cheated.
entire.
Oh, cheaters.
I'm a fan
All
of
of
them.
them.
No, oh god.
Wow.
They're supposed to put the 2 legs in the bag. One like even in front of the bag. They didn't even have it in. Just put it in front of them. So I hope no one would notice.
Oh god. Big old
Sad,
cheater.
the children these days.
Did anyone ask him about cheating?
No,
I should have.
Yeah.
Should have. I didn't have the time. We had like minimal time because actually the person who went before us, who happens to be here, actually she
Came in
went
at
2
the, like,
before us. She went 2 before us.
Hilarious point to walk in.
She took too long. She had to get all of her questions on her cue cards and then give out the free chocolate bars. I wish I had chocolate bars. Did you bring any chocolate bars? Yes!
Oh,
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, you want to come?
Oh,
my God.
You want to come in this thing?
We got
Come on this
chocolate,
thing. Oh my goodness, ladies, gentlemen, friends, Emily May Heller.
Here, you need a mic.
The microphones are
Hold
for
on, I got
show at this
more.
point.
Wait,
Oh
I
my
got
God.
everything. Hold on.
What are we doing?
I'll just put my whole bag.
You've seen her literally everywhere, but Emily May Heller's here. You don't even need that.
Do I need that? I
You
want to
don't-
listen to
no,
myself.
everyth's just kind of
Oh my
janky.
gosh! Hello.
The mics are
The
actually
green
free.
screen.
You got yeah.
Are these
The
fake?
mics are
Do these
yeah.
don't work?
They're
No,
yeah,
they
it's a whole
don't.
thing.
Let me tell you, this is bad. They're gonna green screen stuff behind you.
Oh
What
no!
happened?
I've been there for so long.
You know that.
Oh no!
You realize that's just a
Yeah.
bad idea.
They're gonna green screen a hot tub. behind
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
it's
our
gonna get
audience.
awkward in here.
I think you need to know that our fans are both not
Hi,
and
everyone.
very
Good
sophisticated.
morning, good afternoon. Oh,
That's
here.
It's
it.
camera.
Camera,
There's two. Where am I?
camera
Camera
there.
one?
The
Camera
actual
one.
camera.
Audio
Camera
one.
Audio
Yeah.
one. Hi, camera one. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever everyone is in the world.
Have you slept?
No.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to, wait, get some chocolate. I heard you were hungry, so I had to make
I'm
sure.
always hungry.
It's just gonna be loud, everyone.
We got some breakfast. We stopped for breakfast.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Do you want to hold
You
the
can-
mic so
yes.
it's not loud?
It's not. It doesn't
It's all
actually
propped,
work.
you're good.
Yeah, it's a prop mic.
It is a prop mic?
Yeah, here.
Don't tell people that. Here you go. You got.
Oh, don't worry, they found out live on air.
Oh, fail. Hold on, here.
Oh yeah.
Get some. Yeah.
Don't try to steal
You
my
get
chocolate.
chocolate.
Throw it at me.
You get chocolate.
Hold on, and I got some wagon wheels.
Oh,
What is
wagon
this,
wheels.
Mike?
You know,
You
I
are
have.
amazing.
Hey, you got your chocolate.
I didn't end up this way by only taking one.
I know.
Amazing.
Hold on, who wants coffee, Chris?
What are we doing?
I don't even know what these are.
I'm taking over your show.
Yeah.
Here's your coffee.
Oh,
Chris.
thank you.
You get your Canada
Dude,
and
I feel
Coffee,
you feel
Chris.
left out. Here.
biryani.
Oh.
Fail.
Is this now the best show we've ever done?
I mean, it already was.
Yes, it
but-
is because I'm on it.
Yes.
Oh, easy, relax.
Easy. Should I sit here?
Please,
sit up.
please sit. Yeah,
All right.
morning show. How are you?
I'm good.
This has been. We've seen a lot of each other the last few days.
I know. You're stalking me.
I
Stop
did,
it.
that's what it is. Yeah. You listen. You're the one who's like, I went to the Jays game, and I was like, I'm going to the Sami Zayn show, and you're like, I don't know if
I
I
don't
am.
know.
And
Is
then,
that the impression you made of me?
listen,
Oh, Joel
Yes.
is terrible with possession.
Am I really that annoying?
no.
Don't answer that, anyone.
First of all,
Don't answer that.
we've already established that as of right now, every
Why-
single
wow.
month.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all,
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Wow.
I'm not leaving.
Okay. First of all, I get
I'm not
chocolate to everyone here, and then they all leave.
Everyone's like, oh, we got our food.
Yeah,
Peace
we
out.
literally
Yeah.
just
And they're like,
had
well, that girl's here.
This is
We're
all a scam.
leaving. That is rude.
Full
I'm
on
gonna have more
judgment.
coffee.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah, we gotta leave that door closed if we're gonna
What
be
is
outside.
what is up
Right.
with that? That is just I feel hurt.
Try to keep it
They're
down.
like, we're not listening.
They're trying to keep it down.
See, I come in here. This is a library.
There's a 5 minutes.
Oh, we're done at
We
only
till
have 5
noon.
minutes. What?
We booked till noon.
I thought wait till
We
noon.
were booked till noon.
Joel, do you need to go?
Go,
I'm gonna
pay a
have to talk
deposit.
there.
Go, Tom.
Yeah, cover for me.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be in the
Okay.
host chair.
We'll be right
All right,
back.
offer the coffee first.
Yeah, offer a bunch of snacks. They're,
Here, I have more snacks.
they're probably like you're too loud.
Should I sit
so-
here? All right, now
Sit
it's the
there, yeah.
Emily May show. All right, does anyone want to do karaoke? What does the chat say? Going to green screen this to yes, everyone put the Oprah show behind us.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'll stay until Joel gets back.
What's your go-to karaoke song, Emily?
Go to karaoke. I am a huge Kelly Clarkson song
Okay.
fan.
Okay.
Hello, Emily. Hi, Ace. I am a huge Kelly Clarkson song and Carrie Underwood. I was like American Idol OG, right? I like probably tried to audition for American Idol like 5 times. Failed miserably. But that's okay.
Did you ever
and-
make it onto the
No,
show?
I'd be the
We gotta
one.
go?
I mean,
Oh,
are we
all
not?
right.
Are we done?
So apparently, essentially, they were just like, "Oh, I was like, well, y'all told us noon," and then like, "Oh, yeah, it's actually a 2-hour booking. Sorry, it's can't do more than 2 hours." Like, yeah, but you told me noon on the phone. Oh, yeah, sorry, this is on policy. We
What?
gotta clean up the
Sorry?
room."
Did they say it like very Canadian? Sorry?
Yeah.
But they're nice about it. Well, you know what? We're going to make the
Actually,
last
she was,
best
like, doing
5 minutes.
3 other
Honestly, we could
things.
still keep going. What are they going to do? Kick us out?
Actually, yes. That's
Probably,
exactly what they
yeah.
did.
All right, well, let's just keep going. All right, my favorite moment for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hello, everyone. If you don't know, I work at New Japan Pro Wrestling.
You ain't shit, Emily Heller. We've already been through this.
What?
You ain't shit.
I am not. I'm not that cool.
You're my favorite.
Everyone, oh
interviewer
shoot, I
from
moved
New Japan
the
Pro
table. From New Japan Pro Wrestling.
You are my favorite interviewer.
I am the favorite. Who? There's no. Are there other interviewers? No.
No.
Wait, that's not
Chris
fair.
Charlton? I don't know.
Chris
No,
Charlton?
yeah.
He's awesome. He's my best friend, and we go hang out. $5. I got $5.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did you specifically?
I don't know. I just
Louis
said
did-
I got
Louis
$5.
doesn't leave
Okay, my
comments.
favorite New Japan moment was probably Wrestle Kingdom this past January. I probably cried 12 times because it was like surreal, and I
Not
was
the
like,
jet lag.
no. I stayed enough beforehand,
smart,
before Wrestle
yeah.
Kingdom, and everyone was making fun of me because it was 40 degrees outside, and I was doing the pre-show outside of the Tokyo Dome, and it was freezing, and I was still cute and wearing my dress.
Good for you.
And I had you want to know another embarrassing moment that I could tell you about? This isn't too bad.
This one could be public.
This one's public.
Okay. Yeah.
So we were doing the pre-show with Chris Charlton and Walker Stewart, one of the new broadcasters for New Japan of America, and I was like so excited. So the weeks leading up to it, I kept in my head, I was like getting my like scripts ready, my stuff ready, and I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to Tokyo. Ah! And at home, I kept calling it the Wrestle Dome, like in my head.
Wrestle Dome, brother.
I was like, I'm so excited to go to the Wrestle Dome.
We're going to the Super
And
Silver Wrestle Dome, brother.
So just imagine me. I'm standing there in the Tokyo Dome,
Yeah.
and we're doing the pre-show, and like everything keeps happening. The lights, we're trying to open doors, we're trying to like film stuff, we're doing all this stuff, and I'm like trying to get my words together because there's pressure, right? And I was so excited, and like some wrestlers are watching us, and like they're like seeing what we're doing, and I'm like supposed to open the moment, right? And I was like, welcome everyone to the Wrestle Dome.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And that was it. And literally Chris Charlton was like cracking up. And that was my blooper.
You got called back after that, though, so
I
clearly you
know.
picked yourself back up, and
Clearly.
it was all good.
Clearly. I love Emily from Mission Pro. Yes. Yes, thank you. You're called a gentleman because you're standing.
Now you gotta wrap.
We gotta go.
Now you gotta wrap up the show.
Now I gotta wrap up.
Yeah, now we
Well,
gotta wrap up the
everyone.
show.
Money in
Emily,
the
let
bank
us know where they can
tonight.
find you.
You can find me at Emily Mayheller on all social media. I've been all over the place this weekend, last weekend, all over. So catch me.
Y'all want to go to France? for
JPJ, you wanna
Oh,
plug
yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
Take my mic.
Thank you.
Take the fake mic.
Take the fake
JBJ Loves
microphone.
Gaming on all social media platforms. Actually, JBJ Loves Wrestling on Instagram and on Love Wrestling. You can see me on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. between 2 beers with my boy Pluggo.
Let's get on out of here.
We're out of time.
Woo!